Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus, and I bring you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the top 5 NFL rankings in the NFL right now. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you go ahead and subscribe right now to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns, and make sure you got those notifications on so you can get an update to your YouTube each and every time we have that video out. Without further ado, we're going to get right into the top 5. Coming into the top 5, you're looking at this team as making a couple of waves, and it's not because what they're doing on offense, but it's because what they're doing on defense. Being able to not only stymie different players, being able to slow them down, and being ferocious. When you're looking at a pass rush that not only doesn't have to get sacks, but they can pressure to the point where teams start to see things that are possibly not there. They possibly slow down the run enough, slow down the pass enough, in a bend, don't break type situation, even if the offense doesn't always show up each and every week. That's the Chicago Bears. When you look at Khalil Mack and company and just seeing how they're able to step up each and every week, despite some of the issues they're having with their head coach as far as time management and play calling on offense, you're looking at Akeem Nicks, Denny Trevathan, Eddie Jackson, Kyle Fuller, Roquan Smith, and Khalil Mack. These guys are really flying around the ball. They're really making timely plays, and they're daring teams to beat them defensively. When you're looking at an offense and you're staring them straight in the eyes and saying, we dare you to be physical with us, you can't do it. And they're starting to force their will on teams. You look at Nick Foles and how he's able to manage the game and bring this team along. Yes, Nick is not driving the car off the side of the road. He's keeping it in the middle. Because Mitchell Trubisky is not there anymore, they're not making those major turnovers as they would late in the football games. They're not throwing themselves 2 and 3 interceptions a game and being forced to climb out of a hole early and often. The defense has an opportunity to rest with Nick Foles as the quarterback, and they're slowly trying to run the ball, even though they haven't picked up that pace yet as far as being able to be successful doing it as much as they want to. But they're slowly working through those issues, and you're seeing the defense is why the Chicago Bears is ranked in the top 5. You know, you got a couple of other teams with the same record, but these Bears, I'm starting to see with my very own eyes, that defense is the calling card, and it's carrying the mantle for the Bears right now. I think they have a very special unit on defense, and I think that they're playing for each other right now. And that makes a big difference when you have a team playing with that emotional connection on the field and how they're able to play for each other and hold each other accountable as well. Coming in at number 4, you're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs coming off that big win against Buffalo Bills and seeing where Patrick Mahomes' progression is. They've added another weapon in Le'Veon Bell. Clyde Edwards is starting to really run the football now. And if these guys can run the football with Travis Kelce at the tight end position, Tyreek Hill, they're possibly going to get Sammy Watkins back soon. You're seeing how these guys can not only be unstoppable on offense, but they have a video game style offense. Patrick Mahomes is not going to get them in too much trouble. He's going to control the field. Every time he gets on the field, it seems like they score 7 points. It's not even that he can't be stopped. It's just he knows the defenses that are coming. They're not going to blitz him because he's going to obviously tear teams apart on defense, and he's making sure he hits those open receivers for the obvious plays. Andy Reid gives him, it almost seems, escape option to go to every single play, and he's hitting it on cue when his guys down the field are not available. You look at Frank Clark in the defense and Tyrann Mathieu in the defense, how they're stepping up and making timely plays and slowing down the offense on the opposite side just enough so they can take the lead and then force teams to play the style that they want to play. Much love is to be given to Andy Reid because he is doing the damn thing in Kansas City, and that's why these guys are ranked number 4 in the top 5 ranking. Coming in number 3, Mr. Dangerous Russell Wilson. When you see the Seahawks at number 3, and you see just how offensively they're able to do things each and every week, you know what's coming. You know DK Metcalf is getting the ball, but you cannot stop it. You know Lockett's getting the ball as well, but you cannot stop it. The biggest question for me is, can this defense for Seattle slow people down? They don't even have to stop people. Can you slow somebody down in order for them to be effective, to not score and give Russ a break on offense? You know, because every single game it seems like he's having to make a play late with the last minute of the clock on going down, or having to drive 70, 80 yards and getting the job done. I know they want to give their fans a heart attack every single game and win the game and run off the field and be happy, but Sometimes it's okay to win a game before the fourth quarter ends. And you're looking at how, if they get Jamal Adams back and they begin to slowly get better on defense, Bobby Wagner and Shaquille are going to have to make big plays more often. They're going to have to try to get the ability to get the guys back some type of turnover, some type of ball back to Russell without them having a team score another touchdown or something like that. It's frustrating a little bit because the Seahawks offense is really producing at this point. And I'm talking about firing on all cylinders. Pete Carroll is firing these guys up and he's giving them the best plays that they can run. And Russ is out there delivering each and every week. So I just think the defense needs to step up for Seattle. I want to see them play contenders. And they got a tough test coming up this week. And we're going to see exactly what they do with a division rival. And this is going to be telling. So I'm putting my faith in Seattle, and that's where they're number 3. But Russell Wilson is having a hell of a season, folks. The guy is having an MVP season, and I don't think he will be denied. I think people miss out so much because they don't watch his games on the West Coast as they do other quarterbacks that are like more on the East Coast or either Midwest. But Russ and company are really out there balling, and I think that's why they're at number 3. Coming number 2, tighten up. Tennessee Titans are number 2 this week. You're seeing exactly what they're able to do with Derrick Henry running the football. You see what Ryan Tannehill is doing. They're expanding the playbook a little bit more. Vrabel has these guys pumped up and ready to play. I was really surprised at how they were able to not really practice and really come out so fresh as they did as far as hitting their plays, not being rusty, not turning the ball over so many times, and still controlling the game. Derrick Henry is running the football early and often. It seems like he's getting stronger each and every week. You're looking just at what Jonnu Smith is doing from tight end position, and you want to see exactly how do Corey Davis and A.J. Brown add to this offense. Can they start producing more so Derrick Henry can literally take a one of those foot off the gas pedal and then slowly grow more in the passing game? You know, so from the defensive side of the ball, they got a lot of issues that they have to overcome. But when it comes down to it, the Tennessee Titans are one of the old school kickback teams, and you're looking at their play calling. They're not calling all these dangerous plays or anything like that. Simple football. Line up, run it, attack it. You're physical, you're fast, play fundamentally sound football. Mike Vrabel has them in the position where they're going to be a chance to win every single game late. And, you know, that's all you can ask for as a player. That's all you can ask for as a coach. And I think they're pretty good. That's why they're at number 2. Coming in at number 1. The Pittsburgh Steelers, even though they lost one of their best linebackers in Devin Bush, you look at just how this team is operating from just the standpoint of Big Ben. Big Ben is slowly developing his wide receivers all across this offense. When you look at Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster, James Washington, and how this little trio of wide receivers are opening the field for the tight ends. They're opening the field for the running backs to catch the ball out the backfield. It's sensational. And you look at Ben and him being out of football last year and then coming back and having this kind of year, it's special. When you look at Bud Dupree, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, these guys on defense are not only attacking, they're fast with their attack. So they know their assignment. They know your plays because they're watching film. They're calling out your plays on offense and they're getting attacking. The loss, literally, of the linebacker is going to concern me a little bit because Devin Bush is not only a talented linebacker, he brings pressure, he knows how to cover. It's so many things he does well. So can the Steelers bounce back from his loss? Possibly. But as of right now, we're just going to celebrate them for what they've done. And we're going to celebrate them because they have a big matchup against the Titans. This is going to be a big matchup. And the winner of that could possibly take the number 1 seed for next week. So this is my top 5 for the top 5 NFL teams ranked for going into week 7 into week 8. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think I was good with my picks this week? Do you think it was too high for some teams? Leave all those comments in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so very much for checking us out on Sports Choice Plus. We thank you so very much for subscribing. Make sure you turn those notifications on and share these videos in your sports group. Until next time, good people, stay safe and we'll see you soon.